I just want to just add to that or comment on what an amazing attitude everybody has, the patients and the doctors, and just what an amazing forum it is. So one more time for this film. It's beautiful.
And now, let's meet the lady that has been at the heart of all this progress. She certainly seems to be a creative problem solver. Kind of like her father, whom I adore, but a little different. Please help us welcome NDF's Chief Executive Officer, Lale Shaparaki Welsh.
Lale. It's Lale.
Thanks, guys. That was a great introduction. I'm not sure my dad would agree. Salam dostan azid, khosh amadin. I'm going to do the rest of the speech in English, but we could do it in Farsi if we needed to. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the artists tonight. What an amazing art show out there, huh? Persian women. Don't mess with Persian women. Also to congratulate our gala chairs, Sogol and Desiree. This is a beautiful night. All of the artists, all of the musicians. And they've helped us fill this night with so much joy and levity, and not to cut that short, I promise to be brief as I can. For those of you who I haven't had a chance of meeting yet, yes, I am Lale Welsh. This is my 4th year with NDF as its executive director. And I want to give you some idea of what we've done for the past 3 years, because it was about 3 years ago when I stood here in 2015, actually at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and I gave everyone an update. So for the last 3 years, we've pursued a plan that I hatched in tandem with John Hakimi, and he's unfortunately not here tonight, but I do credit him with this plan. It sounded like a crazy dream at the time. We will raise enough money to get some research off the ground. We'll get the cooperation of the FDA, simple. We'll do a little gene therapy, and we'll get some deep pockets like the biotech to pay for it. Crazy. And yet, here we are. That's exactly what's happening. Along the way, we've built much-needed treatment, advocacy, education, and support programs. And these support programs exponentially amplified our message to, as I said, 23 different countries across the globe. It's because of our symposia and outreach programs that sponsors and large grant makers noticed us in the first place. It was also around these programs that we have gathered scientists, doctors, and patients to come together and collaborate to solve HIBM. For anyone who's ever tried to get scientists to collaborate, you know what I'm talking about. Where's Tassine, Perry Shea? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's not easy. We've completed the first of our major steps in gene therapy, and we finished the pre-IND. That's the first half of the preclinical work. We've expanded our scientific consortium to include scientists from UCLA to the NIH, UK, Europe, Israel, India, Japan, Korea, all over, to share their data with us. They never did that before. We've hired Dr. Monko Lek and his team at Yale University to direct our scientific strategy. We've connected with the FDA and the biotech industry. We're building patient registries that actually make us more attractive to biotech. And we're now in talks with not one, but 3 major biotech companies interested in guiding us through our phase 1 study to help take gene therapy to phase 2, 3, and then to market. This way, not just the patients in the trials themselves, but all patients get to benefit from gene therapy. This is what we've done in the last 3 years, in case those of you who thought we'd gone quiet weren't doing anything. This is what we've been doing. So I'd like to thank my board of directors for trusting in me, this journey that's been so filled with so much excitement, difficulty, obstacles, and so much hope. I would really like to thank them for allowing me to recruit Nancy Lurie. Where are you, Nancy? a year and a half ago. I mean, I don't know where we'd be without her. She's the yin to my yang. She's a list maker. I am not. With only 2 employees, NDF punches way above its weight. Truth. Thank you. Still, progress is not fast enough for me, and certainly not fast enough for our patients and their families. That's the frustratingly hard truth about science. Even in this day and age, it takes time. But consider where we are today and the pace of our progress. Thinking back just a few years ago, the hope of a cure would be nothing less than miraculous. To better understand how such dreams are fulfilled, I'd like to share with you a story from the Talmud. Yeah, doing it. There was a man named Choni. One day, he was journeying on the road, and he saw a man planting a carob tree. Choni asked him, "How long does it take for this tree to bear fruit?" The man replied, 70 years. Choni then asked him, "Are you sure you'll live long enough to see that 70 years?" The man replied, "I've found grown carob trees in the world. As my forefathers planted these trees for me, so I too plant these for my children." Choni learned from this man that one's accomplishments are not necessarily valued for what they produce in the here and now. The real question is, did you plant during your life? If we all plant, fruits will be born. Our lives will have lasting significance. The NDF story, though, is much more hopeful than Choni's. We don't have to wait 70 years to see the fruits of our labor. The pace of technology and the progress it makes is incredibly fast. And getting faster still. Gene therapy is here, and a cure may be only a couple of more years away. As for our planting, through NDF's past efforts, we have acquired the field, we've tilled the soil, we've dug the hole, and we've planted the seeds. We now have an incredible matching $2.5 million grant. If we can match that to achieve a budget of $5 million, the sky is the limit. A cure is here. So please, my only thing tonight is, please, please, help us nourish this tree so that everyone alive today who is affected by this horrible disease can soon enjoy its fruits. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce you to some of the scientists that are working with us who couldn't be here with us tonight. Please take a look.
I'm Angela Leck.
And I'm Monko Leck. Firstly, we'd like to say a big congratulations to the NDF for their incredible fundraising effort that will now enable gene therapy efforts to move forward.
We are now entering an exciting era of science and technology where patients can be hopeful for treatment in their lifetime. With the aid of the NDF community, we would like to see this coming to fruition.
We are sorry we cannot join the gala event, but wish you all great success and a lot of fun.
Thank you for letting us be part of the NDF family. Lale, Nancy, and team, keep up the good work. Bye. For now.
Greetings from Jerusalem. I am Zohar Gov.
I am Stella Rosenbaum.
We have always been strong supporters of the NDF, and we will continue to be so.
Especially in our common efforts to initiate gene therapy trials.
We hope that you will have a successful fundraising event.
Enjoy this gala night.
Congratulations to NDF for receiving this $2.5 million challenge grant. These funds, along with the money raised tonight, are essential to allowing us to achieve the goal of making gene therapy a viable therapeutic option for those suffering from GNE myopathy. Many years of research by many scientists around the world have gotten us to where we are today, on the precipice of something life-changing. We now need your support to take the next steps. Please join with us to make this happen. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
We want to congratulate the Neuromuscular Disease Foundation for being awarded a 2.5 million matching grant to support gene therapy in GNE myopathy. This is a fantastic achievement for a rare disease. Determinants of success in the rare disease field are a strong patient voice like the NDF, strong partnerships between all stakeholders, and a strong patient registry. We wish you and the NDF all the best for the exciting gala dinner in Los Angeles. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I have just one more thing. In case you guys think that I'm the only one who thinks our scientists are rock stars, I'd like to point out that 2 weeks ago, while we were in Boston with a group of our scientists, there was a gala to honor Rupert Murdoch. You guys know who he is, right? At that event, Mr. Murdoch credited a lot of his work and his scientific achievements to our own Dr. Monkol Lek. Can you put that photo up? There he is. That's Rupert Murdoch and his wife, Jerry Hall. And that's Monkol Lek, who you guys should know is actually also a patient. So he's incredible. And by the way, that video, I think he was in his jammies, just saying. So yeah, I think that you guys should know that Dr. Monkol Lek is also here in the United States on a fellowship program that Rupert Murdoch funded. So, I mean, these are people, we are working with the best of breed. And to that point, I would like to bring up to our stage 2 of our board members who are also on our scientific advisory committee. They're distinguished members because they can update you briefly on the scientific progress, because one of them is Dr. Tahsin Mozaffar, who some of you know from UC Irvine. He's the professor and interim chair in neurology at the School of Medicine at UC Irvine. And Ralph Lauren, and I mean the Ralph Lauren, okay, not casting aspersions on his age, but he's the original, okay? Ralph Lauren, who is not only our board lawyer and kind of a biotech specialist, but he was also formerly an immunologist. So we're very, very lucky to have these people on our team, and I'm going to let them update you on our scientific program. Please welcome them to the stage.